This is Pranav Goa Thakurta from EduTV. Today, we are with Mr. Kumar, Mr. Senthil Kumar. He's very famous in the higher education sector. He's a senior director, institutional engagement and business development with Global University System. Sir, as you have got a lot of experience in higher education, so we would like to have your views in the changing landscape in the higher education system, sir.
Thanks, Pranav. Thanks for inviting me. And I'm regularly watching the EduTV's contribution in spreading the awareness and advocacy on education. This is a very appropriate question. The lockdown has given various opportunity to shift the way they carried out their activities and adapt to new technologies, much more than ever before. The new shift are likely to stick as we transition into the world of new normal post pandemic. Undoubtedly, the pandemic also battered the education system in the country. While the pandemic has affected each levels of education in a very unique way, it is the higher education that may end up making a new learning curve. The crisis has changed the way educators connect and teach creatively in a short span of time. In many ways, it has been an opportunity to understand the student better and find ways to prepare them for the future. The learning in new reality entitles adapting, realigning, rediscovering, and inventing methodologies on teaching and creative frontier. More than just going back to the roots or innovation in a new form of teaching and learning in a such time is about reskilling, upskilling, unlearning, and looking at everyday practice through a new lens. COVID has proved e-learning is not only persuasive but has a far reach. The focus on e-learning and e-practicals is making education reach far, particularly in the regions which is difficult to position good faculty and good resource, remote locations and rural India. There was always a need for changing curriculum that is industry friendly, stresses on importance of developing a cognitive skills. Experiential learning in all stages. Experiential learning will include hands-on experience, art integrated and sport integrated education, storytelling based pedagogy, among others, as standard pedagogy, and the classroom will shift towards the competence based learning and education. We need to understand how the new generation function. We are dealing with generation of Y, generation Z, who's hooked to Spotify, Netflix, YouTube stars, iTunes, VR, and many more. They like learning on the go. Educators should not stop waiting. The entire curriculum must be designed to make our learners future ready. All-round development to the students must be the key intent to educators. Educational institution must include sports, cultural activity, not just as a co-curricular activity, but also as a part of the curriculum. This is the only way to make a wholesome personality. The most in demand hard skill today are predominantly related to technology. We can talk about IoT, artificial intelligence, reflecting the knowledge and demand as a widespread application for these skills. The importance of creative and design thinking has indeed been recognized by education institution, especially in the current situation. Higher education played a leading role in supporting the sustainable industry by promoting students innovation driven thinking towards solving the social and environmental challenges and creative problem solving intact. When it comes to a institution, we are imparting creative education. These are apprehensions that not everything can be handled online. Owing to very nature, the practical studies involved. However, educators are inventing new platforms to impart uninterrupted education and redesigning the modules to ensure the smooth transition between the education of the student and the teaching ecosystem by and large.
Thank you so much, sir. So I would like to take you one more minute. As schools hand over their kids to you after class 12, this year the class 12 students are very much confused. They are in dilemma. Even the parents, especially the middle class, and they don't know what is going to happen. Will they get some course of their choice? Will exams going to be held? They are confused for everything. Everything is unclear. I would like to have, as you are dealing with students when they come from, you see the transition from schools to university. You see them in the first semester, then later on when they pass out, also when they get placed, also. Technically, the transformation is too big in the colleges out there. What we see in the first year student is very different. By the year he or she reaches fourth year, is a different personality. So, what is your advice for the students who will be writing the examination or be promoted because of the internal examination 2021 about their higher education?
This is a very new and very first time students are going to experience such a transition from school education to higher education. Earlier, you go to an institution, there are a lot of support system to handhold you because you are a fresher in the education system. In that particular college or institution or university is going to support you. But the entire system is being currently delivered online. You need to have some patience and you need to understand that the unlearning and relearning. Why I say unlearning? Because the school education approach of education and higher education approach of education is going to be completely different. There is going to be a paradigm shift on understanding a subject and applying a subject. So in school you will be understanding the subject. In higher education you are asked to apply that subject. So you need to come with a bent of mind to unlearn and relearn in a very applicable sense. So I'm sure that every single education institution in the country is going to welcome the students of 2020 and 2021 with an open arms to make sure there will be a lot of inhibits and the doubts in the minds of students and parents. Parents also, there are a lot of doubts about how this entire education system is going to be delivered inside the classroom, how the learning practices are being made, whether the pedagogy has been involving the right teaching methodology. So all those things have been properly delivered. So one has to have patience and to cooperate with the time. So once the pandemic is over, it's all going to be normal in terms of teaching and learning in the classroom delivery and certain aspects of higher education. But you cannot expect 100% to be back the way your seniors have been expecting. So there are going to be a lot of changes in the way you deal with the new learning practices. So come with the open mindset. I'm sure every single institution has a commendable source of available access for you to provide that information, be it faculty, be it students support system, be it career development places. So there will be enough access for you to reach out to, but have patience, come with an open mindset. When you look back after 10 years, you are going to have a new very unique way of looking this perspective. But you are a part of a very big change which is happening in the entire learning framework of higher education. So be a part of you. I'm calling you people as a change agents. There is going to be a huge change in the entire delivery of classroom engagement and learning process going to happen in higher education. You are a change agent. So be a part of this, and I'm sure there is going to be a tremendous support system for you. Come with an open mindset, and there is going to be a learning process at the both the end, higher education institution as well as the students as well as the parents, to create this holistic ecosystem to move forward.
Thank you so much, Senthil sir. It is always pleasure hearing you. You know, you make us very energetic when we listen to you. Thanks a ton, sir.